Aston Martin Valour. Gaydon plays to its wealthiest traditionalists with a throwback, front-engine V12 manual bruiser collector's special. Design and styling. It has been said many times before that the Valour has been designed as a homage to the Muncher, an Aston that started life as a DBS V8 in 1970 and developed into a racer that took part at Le Mans in 1977, finished 17th, and 1979 didn't finish. Its name coming from its appetite for consumables such as tires, brakes and, I believe, gearboxes. Structurally, the car is essentially a Vantage from the A-pillar rearward, but with the 6-speed manual gearbox from the original V12 Vantage between its rear wheels and a manually locking differential in place of the E-diff. At the other end is the engine from the DBS 770, but detuned to 705 bhp and 555 pounds-feet of torque because the transmission can't cope with any more. Chief Engineer Simon Newton told me it could have been beefed up, but only at the expense of shift quality. And after the wretched gear change of Aston's last manual car, the 7-speed Vantage V12s, I understand why he was keen to avoid repeating the same mistake. Interior. Ergonomically, the interior is pure old-school Aston, and all the worse for it, with its Mercedes switchgear and screen. The near-limitless range of tailoring choices mean it can at least look fabulous though, as the test car certainly did with its blend of state-of-the-art facings and tweed upholstery. Engines and performance. The engine starts with a familiar V12 hump, but it's not as loud as I'd like. This is a big occasion, and the car should sound, as well as look the part. What noise it does make, however, is gorgeous. Part of me expected the clutch to require a hefty shove, but, slightly to my masochistic disappointment, it's quite light and perfectly weight-matched to the brake, throttle, and steering. The car has been defiantly set up for the road. If you want to duff up your mates at track days, you'll have to hope you get offered one of its 38-off Valiant circuit-tuned siblings, and the Valour delivers a compliant ride and a smooth shift. Indeed, the chassis has been brilliantly judged. The ride is superb with the damper set to soft, but the moment you feel a touch too much vertical movement, switch them to sport, and the body settles at once. You can feel the mass in the nose, and, with that tight diff out the back, you fear it might just want to understeer. Not so, the steering is so accurate you can always place the car where you want, and then rely on uncommon traction for a front-engined, rear-driven car to spear you out of the corner. Thank the transaxle, diff, and soft springs for all that. Better still, the gearbox is superb. The shift is silky, with just enough mechanical feel, and beautifully precise, save for when you're hurrying across the gate from second to third. In most respects, it is precisely what I'd hoped for from this car, and when you combine its slick action with the gentle howls of the V12 on a road good enough to do justice to the chassis, then one form of automotive nirvana awaits. That's a small review that we can summarize. Keep an eye out for other new videos. Thank you.